Good evening, Philippines. This is Mike Padua, and we are back to our latest on Typhoon Odette with international name Rai. This is for this Wednesday evening, December 15, 2021, and this is brought to you by Typhoon 2000. We have an approaching tropical cyclone, which is becoming a powerful Category 2. As of this time, it's still a Category 1 storm with winds of 130 kph, but for the next 12 to 20 hours, it is likely that it will still gain some intensity because of the warm pool of oceanic heat content just east of Surigao. That's why I'm quite worried because of this intensifying system. But there will be some moderate wind shear as well. These are upper level winds that could disrupt the development of the system once it enters the Visayas area. And folks down there from all the key major cities of the Visayas must take all necessary precautions, as you have only 24 to 30 hours left before the effects of this tropical cyclone will be felt over your respective areas. Now here's the fast animation from University of Wisconsin, and you can clearly see here the large circulation of the system around more than 700 kilometers across, and is now accelerating at a speed of 22 kph in the general direction of the northernmost part of Caraga. That includes Siargao del Norte, Dinagat, and Siargao Islands. So please take all necessary precaution, as this is expected to make landfall over your respective islands on Thursday afternoon. So after likely on or before sundown, on or after sundown or sunset. So please be aware that this system is still intensifying, and lots of rain will be dumped over these areas for the next 2 days. And if we take a look at the zoom in satellite animation from windy.com, this is for the next this is for the past 6 hours beginning at 4 p.m. The eye is not yet there, but below that, if we use the microwave technology, there's already a small eye, but right now it's not yet fully clear. Okay, it's still cloud filled, which is good because it's not yet rapidly intensifying. And you can already see some outer rain bands, a part of the trough or the extension of this system, bringing some heavy rains and thunderstorms with moderate to strong gale force winds across eastern Visayas, and also the central and the eastern sections of Mindanao, and also extending up to Zamboanga. So it is definitely a rainmaker. This system will bring lots of rainfall across the Visayas. And here over the Bicol region, we still have the northeast monsoon, the enhanced monsoonal flow. That's why we are experiencing winds of 30 to 40 kph and some passing rain showers in between sunny skies. Okay. And if we take a look at our latest T2K storm track number 3, which we issued a few hours ago, the tracking shows that the system is expected to really traverse the heart of the Visayas. So that will pass across areas of southern Leyte, Bohol, Cebu, Negros, and the southern coastal areas of Panay. Here's the zoom in tracking of our storm track, and it's likely that it will make landfall over the northern tip of Siargao or over the areas of Dinagat. Okay, that will be between 2 o'clock until maybe 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. And damaging winds will be expected across these areas and all across southern Leyte, Bohol, Cebu, Central Negros, Guimaras will not be spurred with the damaging winds of 100 to 130 kph, as well as the southern tip of Panay, which includes Antique and the southern portions of Iloilo. So please take all necessary precautions, because tomorrow evening typhoon conditions will start to begin over southern Leyte, and it will expand through the early morning of Friday across Bohol, Cebu, and 2 a.m. onwards up to 5 a.m. across the central parts of Negros, and Bacolod will get affected as well, and other smaller component cities of Negros, and also over areas of Guimaras and the southern portions of Iloilo and Antique. So that will be during daytime. Okay, so this will be around 7 to 1 p.m. and around 2 p.m. The system will be over to the south of Cuyo Island, and 8 p.m. it will make landfall over northern Palawan, somewhere between Rojas and El Nido. Okay, so take all necessary precautions, because the winds will still expected to intensify over the Sulu archipelago around 160 to 170 kph. But here on the first landfall areas, the winds will also expected to increase to 165 to 200 kph. That is under category 2 status, and it will move across southern Palawan as a weakening system, but still quite a punch, 150 kph. It's like the passage of Ulysses when it traversed Central Luzon last year. Meanwhile, folks over the southern Tagalog provinces and the Bicol region will be saved from the direct effects of this system, particularly the damaging winds. So Bicol region, northern Samar, northern portions of Samar as well, Calabarzon, Metro Manila will only be affected by the enhanced northeast monsoon. So winds of up to 60 kph gustiness will also be expected because of the enhanced monsoon, and some on and off rainfall not exceeding 100 millimeters will be expected across these regions, since the system is moving more to the south. So the outermost circulation will also bring some rainfall here, but not much. Okay, but maybe in low-lying areas there will be some flooding, particularly if we have a heavy thunderstorm or heavy downpour that will occur across the southern Luzon area. Okay, and also here across Mindoro will be affected by some heavy rains. Now, here's the latest strike probability from the European model, which issued around 8 a.m. this morning. So it shows here that the violet thing is already at more than 90% probability. So the areas that I've shown to you on the storm track is now at more than 90% probability that it will strike your area. So please take all necessary precautions. So this line of more than 90%, since it's already less than 24 hours left, up to 30 hours, okay, in some areas, it's already at a higher probability. So all we need to do is really prepare and ride the storm and pray that the system won't intensify further. So we will keep you updated. By tomorrow we are going to issue another update on this system. I mean, here's the latest Asian agencies tracks. Nothing unusual. They all say that it's all the same. It will pass over these areas, same as our tracking chart. And if you take a look at the steering environment, this is the reason why the storm is moving directly towards the Visayas. We have here a large area of high pressure steering ridge, which is pushing the storm towards the west, and we have an extension of the ridge over along the northern portions of the West Philippine Sea south of southern China. That's why this storm is expected to continue moving due west on that direction for the next 24 to 36 hours. So let's all pray that no intensification will happen. And if we take a look at the wind accumulation for the next 3 days, this is now the wind, the path of the forecast winds of the storm, or the typhoon, I mean. So based on this, it's really more than 100 kph. Okay, and it will again intensify once it reaches the Sulu archipelago. So folks over areas of northern Palawan, please be fully prepared by the approach of this system, since it's going to bring you some strong winds, typhoon force winds, and rainfall on Friday evening. Okay, so based on the forecast, it will exit the Philippine area of responsibility come Sunday. So that will be the final update on the system. And here over the Bicol region, we expect 30 to 60 kph winds because of the enhanced northeast monsoon, as well as various areas of Luzon, including Metro Manila, will also experience winds of 30 to 60 kph because of the enhanced northeast monsoon with some passing showers. And if you take a look at the oceanic heat content, still there is a patch of higher heat content. That's why it will still slightly intensify, and then once it crosses the Visayas, it will weaken a bit, and most likely, let's hope that it will continue to weaken once it reaches the area of Palawan. Now let's take a look on the multi-model diagnostic comparison when it comes to the intensity. It shows here, let's make it smaller. The winds of the HWRF has decreased to just around 100 to 110 knots, or 185 to 195, and majority of them is between category 1 and category 2, 140 or 150 or even 160 kph. And if we look at this graph here, this is the deep shear layer, okay, deep layer shear. It shows here between December 16 and 17 there will be a moderate upper level winds that could disrupt further the development or the circulation of Odette. So let's hope and pray that this will happen, okay, or this may happen. Now here's the another wind model. This is the CHIPS ensemble, still the same, but we are not going to use that. Maybe it's only somewhere here. So that black dots, those are the forecast of the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, okay, JTWC. So they are on the middle of the pack, and that's why we are that's why we are keeping an eye on this system for possible rapid intensification. Let's hope and pray it won't. Okay. And before we leave you, here's the latest rainfall accumulation forecast for the next 3 days until the storm reaches the West Philippine Sea. Again, folks across Visayas, Palawan, Mimaropa, folks across Visayas, northern and northeastern Mindanao, Zamboanga Peninsula, central Mindanao, Palawan, Mindoro, Marinduque, Romblon must be aware of the possible heavy to intense rainfall that this system will be bringing along beginning tomorrow, Thursday, until early Saturday morning. So please take all necessary precautions. Here in the Bicol region, we also expect rain of about 0 to 100 millimeters. Maybe it's just in the middle of that, 150 millimeters. And also here, rainfall here is due to the enhanced northeast monsoon, so expect also some flooding in low-lying areas. So that's it. That's the latest for this evening. We will return again tomorrow to give you the latest on the system as it nears landfall. Let's hope and pray it won't intensify as the day of landfall goes nearer. Okay? Again, from Typhoon 2000, this is Mike Padua reporting. Stay safe always. Be #weatherwiser. Let's all pray that the system won't do any harm across the Visayas and it won't intensify. And thank you so much for watching our channel.